Hey all, J-Man here. I just wanted to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hello, Legionnaires. Welcome to WWE Bad Blood 2024. We're going to talk about the card and see what we all thought. There's a poll up. Let me know what you thought. Let's get going here. Let's talk about what's happening tomorrow. Episode 60 of the Legion live stream. Wow, 60. And we do what? I think we do about three every time. I think we've done. There's been a couple of streams where maybe we did a little bit more than three. But so we have done 180 appearances of the Legion of Superheroes in order. Show me another YouTube channel that has done that. So that's crazy. Tuesday, Dazzler the movie. This is the graphic novel number 12 from Marvel. Scott Yvonne and I are going to cover this one. This is a really good comic. It's not really a great superhero tale, but it's a good mutant tale and a good story in general. So we're going to talk about that on Tuesday. Friday, Fantastic Fridays. We've only got 2 episodes left of Fantastic Fridays, and then we're done. It's been a real ride going through these 4 issues every Friday, and I've read the top 2. They're all standalone issues going forward now. Last week was the first appearance of Agatha Harkness, which is actually pretty fun. So almost done going through Fantastic Four when Fridays, which is going to be the Avengers, and we're going to do that till I say we're not. So it's going to go on until I decide we don't do it. So it's going to go up to at least a few hundred issues, a couple hundred for sure. So that'll be a lot of fun. Super God Master Force. That is coming soon in a couple of weeks. Sean and I are going to start Super God Master Force. We're going to probably do about 10 episodes a stream. Get it done in about 4 streams, maybe 5 streams, depending. It's not that many. I think it's like 40 episodes, 42, something like that. Let's thank the Legionnaires. These are the channel members. We've got to thank Dan, Sean, Steven, who's backstage, Brennan, who we were at his place yesterday. It was a great time last night. Mark D with a C, RR, Philip, Story, Esfon82. That's Scotty, who's going to be here on Tuesday. Digger Jim, Legion of Comics, and Quagnar. And of course, we thank Mike Alonzo, Clobberin Times, on all of the streams that he would have at least wanted to be a part of, which was this one, of course. He definitely would have wanted to be part of, not this stream, sorry, the Friday streams and the Mondays, of course. I don't think he liked wrestling that much, so we still shout him out because he's a Legionnaire forever. I don't think he was a big wrestling guy, but in any case, we're still going to give him the shout out. All right, let's bring Steve in and we can start talking.
Hey ho.
Hey, how's it going? Wyatt is saying, bro, do you have to clickbait? I'm not sure. The effing clickbaiter, he won't respond because he knows he's a Q-baiter. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're referring to, buddy. I don't know what clickbait you're referring to. But thank you for commenting. It does help the stream, so I appreciate that. And Wyatt6, thank you so much. All right, hey Skeptic, how's it going, dude? Hey. Oh, are you talking about this stream? Yeah, dumbass. It's Bad Blood is free on YouTube. If you're talking about this stream, you're a real dumbass. Or if you're talking about my other videos, wow. Oh my god, what a complete dumbass. So you thought Bad Blood was free on YouTube? Yeah, it's free on YouTube. You should call yourself Wyatt Sucks. God, that's really terrible. I apologize. If you're talking about this stream, then that's on you, buddy. That's retarded. If you're talking about other videos of mine, then I don't get it. Like, yeah, that's right. Wrestling is now free on YouTube. Anyway. Yeah. But anyways, I appreciate the comments. It does help the stream, so I appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyways, wow, that's a new one though. I'm a bit shocked. I haven't gotten a clickbait. It's like
you've never been accused of being clickbait.
So when I put Joker 2 up, oh, Joker 2, it's like it's a review. Anyways, all right.
Yeah, why would Joker 2 be 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's like, give me a break. Okay, so let's see what everyone's rated this one. So what'd you think of Bad Blood? 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5. 75% say 4 out of 5, and 25 say 5 out of 5. So mostly 4 out of 5. We'll get to our ratings towards the end. Okay, so I mean, this one kind of came out of nowhere. I was kind of like, like, okay, let's see what's going to happen, and I wasn't like, I don't think I had time to get excited over this card because I was just like, I felt like it just appeared. It's like Bad Bloods this weekend. I'm like, oh, I think maybe because I've been too busy I'm doing so many streams now, and I'm doing like so many like reviews of the Blake 7 and doing the Wonder Woman reviews.
Yeah.
And I kind of like lost track of what this was. Okay, all right. Well, look, it's all good, man. I'm just joking around.
Just joking. It's all good.
I do like your avatar, though. It looks like it's a bunch of. All right, cool. Anyway, yeah. So, it came out of nowhere. So they're like, okay, the hosts are going to be Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi.
Yeah.
Really, like, I don't. Like, what were they hosting? There was nothing. They cut back to them every
they were hosting that room. So remember, the premium live events now have hosts, right?
Right.
So when they were in Toronto, the host was Trish Stratus. If you bought one of their outrageously enormous price tickets, you could actually be in a room with Trish Stratus and have Trish Stratus ignore you because Trish Stratus is not going to just hang around with a bunch of wrestling fans and talk to them in all sincerity. So I think it was like that. If you saw people in the room, you saw like Jey Uso, they had X-Pac there. They had people there. I guess that's part of the experience now. You get to go and meet some of these people, which is kind of cool. But
yeah, that is cool.
But I don't think a lot of people can afford tickets for that. So
yeah, probably not. I mean, even for the ringside, Raw was pretty expensive.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you think of a premium live event, you can probably times that times about 10.
Yeah.
I think it was around there.
Who's cool? Undertaker or Shockwave? I mean, that's so weird. I guess Shockwave's cool. Skeptic's excited because he got a Shockwave figure that he was showing me, so he's very excited over it. It is awesome, though.
Shockwave is undeniably cool. I mean, I loved when I got Shockwave as a kid, and unfortunately, my cousin, who, strangely enough, his name is Jason, broke my Shockwave.
Not me. That wasn't me.
It was not J-Man, but my cousin broke my Shockwave. He broke.
What's this bullshit?
That's literally what my reaction was. He broke the cannon part of Shockwave.
Oh, that really sucks.
Right? Because he was just being an idiot with him, and he broke.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, and it was Shockwave. I was like, seriously?
Yeah, that totally sucks.
So I have a soft spot for Shockwave now because of that. So
well, we had Drew versus CM Punk. CM Punk won. Hell in a Cell. I like the toolbox usage, both the weapons in the toolbox and the toolbox itself.
I actually preferred the toolbox itself because that hit on Drew. Not only did it hit,
that was loud,
but there was an actual dent in the toolbox.
No, he got nailed. Well, he got busted open. I don't know if that was the hit or what it was.
Well, I only saw one hit with the toolbox, and that was it.
Yeah. So I mean, he was the full.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Red face or no? What do they call it?
Crimson mask.
Crimson mask, man. Like
Yeah, both guys bladed.
Yeah.
And the ref had the gloves. Unbeatable 80s quality.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that. So they both bladed. I feel like CM Punk did a better job of blading because if you notice, his blood didn't really obstruct his view too much. Whereas when Drew bladed, like his face was just like he looked like he was in a horror movie. It was ludicrous.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I was trying to read. I just completed this like maybe 10 minutes before, and then I had to do 2 Blake 7 reviews to post for in the next couple weeks. So I just finished editing those. So it was like I kind of rushed. I think he may have really been busted open. But I love that they dumped a bag of the beads, which is weird. I do like CM Punk putting the chain, wrapping it around his leg, and then doing it. That was kind of neat.
That was kind of neat, yeah.
This actually was pretty. I mean, it's just like a beat 'em up, but like they really did beat the crap out. Like this has to be the end now.
This is the end.
This is the end, right?
And they did exactly what they promised they would do. It was gory. It was bloody. It was insane.
Yeah.
Some of the moves, like even CM Punk getting thrown in face first into the defense. The toolboxing really got me because you don't see headshots anymore, and you sure as hell don't hear things that loud in a wrestling match. And I was actually shocked when that happened.
I was shocked too.
The Claymore, the GTSs, they pulled out all the stops. Drew putting the suplex through the table was crazy. From the top to the table ringside. This was exactly what they promised to be. This thing delivered. It was a 5-star match without a doubt.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was really crazy. So yeah, CM Punk won, big win for him. And I mean, they beat the crap out of. Has anyone ever been shanked? I don't think so.
Shanked on WWE? No. Someone got shanked in WCW after a card. Arn Anderson and Sid Vicious had a fight, a real fight. And I forget, I think it was Arn Anderson. He got stabbed a number of times by Sid Vicious. But as far as shanked, if you mean by stabbed, skeptic, yeah, Arn Anderson almost got killed. He got stabbed multiple times by Sid Vicious. I don't remember time, but it was like astronomical.
Well, why did Sid Vicious? What you mean, the real guy?
The real guy. There was a real fight. They got what the hell happened? There was something where Arn Anderson got. He was hitting Sid Vicious with a chair leg or something, and like there was a knife, and Arn Anderson got stabbed multiple times. So it has happened like that. There's been real violence in wrestling, and that was like one of the most notorious ones. I don't remember the incident. I don't know if it was just a match that went wrong, and then afterwards they had fight words. But Arn Anderson almost got killed by Sid Vicious, legitimately.
Yeah, I'm reading it now. It was like some sort of scissor match or something, some scissors thing.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Well, this match was awesome. This was crazy. Like this was
great.
This is like really crazy. Then we had let's see, we had Nia. Do we have a picture for that? There's no picture?
Tell me Nia. Tell me Nia Bailey face off.
Nia Jax. Oh, here you go.
So this match had, to me, little build. Because you didn't know who she was facing until the end. You had Naomi versus Bailey, and then
Nia,
and then they had to have their own match. Sorry, guys, I got a bad cough. That's why I had to keep muting myself.
Yeah, so I'll tell you my quick things on it. Then it was for the belt. Nia was trying some submissions. That was one of the big things that they were saying. There was that weird Hurricane Rana-ish thing.
That was terrible, man.
That was weird. We'll talk about that in a sec. the ref got taken out. We got the rose plant. Tiffany came in. Tiffany, was she going to cash it in? She looked like she might, and then she didn't. And then Nia Jax got the win or whatever. And yeah, the only weird, like, the problem is Nia Jax is one of these guys where it's one of these ladies. It's like tough to work with her because she's so large. I mean, she would just destroy people. This is like Andre the Giant. Like, Andre the Giant only loses if he decides to lose.
Yeah, literally. Literally. Like, okay, boss, I'll lose. Like, really?
Yeah. Andre the Giant can't lose unless he allows himself to lose. That was why one of those things where, like, well, up until the WrestleMania 3 event, you really didn't have Andre having belts. Like, I mean, who would have actually, like, beat him? Who would have actually beat him? Even, like, Hogan beat him. I mean, I totally bought Hogan beating him in WrestleMania 3. Like, I loved WrestleMania 3. I believed in all the hype over it. Like, I don't know how old we were. Whatever I saw WrestleMania 2 when it was on.
So we would have been around 10.
Yeah, so 10-year-old J-Man and 10-year-old Steve were like, hell yeah, shit, Hogan slammed him. And I bought into all of it. And if you go back, you're like, Hogan slammed Andre the Giant like 20 times. Like, they had matches all the time, and he slammed them 100 times. But leading up to this, like, can he slam him? It's like, well, yeah, he can. But remember, I saw 0 house shows.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of this stuff. The first time I'm experiencing this is in WrestleMania 3, and you're like, and when we knew who Andre the Giant was, when he's like, Hogan, I'm challenging you for the title. You know, I don't know if it was the Barbershop or Piper's Pit or one of those.
It was Piper's Pit.
It was Piper's Pit, right? And he grabs the cross off him.
Yeah.
I challenge you for the WrestleMania for the belt, and you're like, oh, you're like scared. Yeah. You're like, holy shit, Hogan's dead in this match. So I bought into everything. Up to WrestleMania like 7 or something, like, I really bought into everything. You're like, oh my God, like, what's going on? And then, you know, after a while, you're like, as soon as Bret Hart came into, you start to be like, wrestling, it's like, I still loved it. I still loved it. It's something, because that your childhood kind of ended. You got into being as soon as you're like 17, you're like, yeah, you know, I just like the bad guys. You know what I mean? Like, I still like wrestling, but you just rooted for the bad guys. You're just to be, you know, just to be a dick or whatever.
Yeah, just to be anti-authority or whatever.
just to be a rebel or whatever. But yeah, this one, so she's like so large, it's hard to work with her. Bayley, she did the best that she could. That Hurricane Rana was just so weird. Bayley should not have sold it.
So the thing is, they didn't actually call it a Hurricane Rana. I think did they call it a Hurricane Rana?
They said it was like a weird kind of version. Looks like.
Oh yeah, because she hooked it, because she flipped 2 minutes, like not 2 minutes, but like 5 seconds after. Yeah, don't ever try it. Yeah, it was a sloppy match. The guys say, Bayley, I love you trying to do the sunset flip power bomb into the corner.
Yeah, that was like,
stop doing it.
Stop it.
You don't have the grip. You don't have the grip on someone like Nia Jax to pull that off.
You can't do the flash. Go back to WrestleMania 3, watch Andre and Hogan.
Yeah.
Nothing massive. And everyone says, oh, Hogan didn't have many moves anyways, but even less so. WrestleMania 3, like, it's like just punch, kick. You know, try to like clothesline, drop kicks. What, like, you can't, like, Nia Jax you cannot try all these weird things with her.
It was just weird. I didn't understand the Hurricane Rana. I thought it might be a Samoan drop, and then she flipped, and I went, okay.
Like, what happened there?
I think even, oh, you know what? Yeah, the power bomb was the worst. When she had her up for the power bomb, and then she sort of made it into a Samoan drop, and even the referee, or not even the referees, even the commentators thought it was one thing, and then they looked again, they're like, no, it's another thing. When you fool the commentators and you make them screw up, you're making a mistake.
Donald Trump had a match. Yeah, I don't think he didn't have a match. He got stunned, didn't he?
He didn't have a match. him and Vince McMahon had a haircut match where they had seconds.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump had Bobby Lashley, and Vince McMahon had Umaga. And if Bobby Lashley won, Vince had his hair shaved, and vice versa. Bobby Lashley won.
Well, I mean, that's silly.
Yeah.
But Donald Trump did get a stunner, so Stone Cold Steve Austin stunned the president.
Yeah. How many times in history has the president of the United States eaten a stunner? The answer is one. The answer is one.
I mean, Donald Trump is going to become like an epic character because it's going to be like survived multiple assassination attempts, gotten out of the stunner, won in a haircut match against
I know, man.
Fired people. This is like nonsense.
Reality show,
it's so nonsense, man. It was hilarious. Yeah, so this was the best. Okay, this was the best it could have been, given that they tried to make it better than they should have. Does that sound right? So
that sounds right. I mean, I didn't hate it. It was just like very sloppy, and it felt very rushed to put it together. And in the end, we knew Nia was going to win. So this match had no buzz. You know, if they're trying to turn Tiffany Stratton face, they're doing a really, really, really good job of it. If that's their intention.
I can't tell what their intention is because it's weird. But then she'll engage in heel behavior against others.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what they're doing with Tiffany Stratton.
She can't continue to be a heel.
Yeah.
She can't continue to be a heel. Fans are chanting for her when two signs that she can't be a heel. Mm-hmm. One is fans are chanting for her in matches that she's not participating in.
Right. Yeah, you might be a redneck. You remember Jeff Foxworthy?
You might be a redneck if. Yeah,
you might be a face if people are cheering for you in matches that you're not
actually participating in.
You're not in this match, but they're cheering for you. So you might be a face. What's the next one? What's the other
one? The second thing is, and you know this is a big thing with me, J-Man.
Flashy moves.
Very acrobatic. Very crowd pleasing with her moves. She's a beautiful blonde woman.
Yes. Yeah.
They will not, she can't continue being a heel.
Yeah, it's like there's too many people like Yeet Mare. You just won me $50. I appreciate you. I'm glad.
If we can get other people to win money, our job is complete.
If I can allow others to win money, then that is the great.
We believe in helping out our fellow human beings.
That is the money in the bank, and you can definitely feel free to share some of that with. I take a 10%.
That might just be $5.
I'll take a 10%. Yeah, Wyatt came in and he said that I was a clickbaiter because he didn't realize that I'm not streaming. Like WWE won't allow me to stream Bad Blood, so we're just talking about the aftermath of it. I put the stream together in about 5 seconds, so sorry I couldn't put all the proper tags in. But there, I'm glad that you won $50.
Yeah.
By my clickbaiting abilities of saying,
we always believe in helping out other people, man.
Sorry, what was it? That was your friend. If you rage, I would get money. If you rage, I would get money.
Okay.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm glad you got money. Well, he said me an effing clickbaiter. So that's if you swear at me, if you're just being funny, then and I didn't rage out. I called them a moron for thinking that Bad Blood. You should return the money. I called them a moron for thinking that Bad Blood would be free on YouTube. But the positives is that in all of this situation, I win because both of you guys are watching the stream and commenting. That is the number one and number two best thing you could do. The third best thing you could do is share the stream. So share it for me. That would really make it better for me. Joe is saying there was a match between an imposter Rosie O'Donnell and imposter Trump.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, more Vince humor. You remember the the Ted Turner impersonator? What did?
Oh, that got. You know why that got kiboshed?
Yeah.
Right. I've been watching the Vince McMahon documentary. It's weird. I would say like 30% of it is stuff that I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of it that I was like, yeah, I already knew that, but I didn't know they're giving a bit more details than I have known. So yeah, Ted Turner was friends with the lady or whatever, so that was the end of it. So like,
well, I finished the doc. So
oh, you finished it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll try to finish it. We can maybe do something on that too if we want to, just as a random stream. Okay. So yeah, I mean, Tiffany Stratton's she's gonna be a face anytime soon.
She has to be. She has to be a face. Like it's
like
absurd.
You could see that she was gonna cash it in there, and they weren't sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So what was the next one? Was Finn and Damien.
Man, it's funny you didn't know what the next one was because no one knew what the next one was because people were saying, "Oh yeah, why is this on the card?"
I totally like forgot this. Like they came out, I was like, Finn Balor, who's he fighting?
So you know this was J-Man's favorite match.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This was a during this match. I was
iPad.
I was reading. Hold on. This was the Finn Balor match right here. Finn Balor match. Like, oh, Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. Haven't read Judge Dredd. This haven't read Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Let me read this. I literally read. This is a great issue, by the way, of the magazine. So I read Judge Dredd magazine while that match was on. So I don't have very many notes on it.
Wonder why.
Finn came out. Does he frequently wear that mask?
He comes out occasionally with the mask.
Because that was weird. We knew Judgment Day was going to come in and be goofy. Damien wins. Is there any?
There was nothing to this match. There was absolutely nothing. This match was the bathroom break match.
Yeah.
It was just they came in and I'm like, okay, and they had a match. I'm like, okay. And then they left. Judgment Day interfered. It didn't work. Okay. And then I guess Damien kicked out a coup de grace.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Joe. 100%. Her lack of clothing, whoever made that call needs a raise. Like right now.
Well, here's the before the augmentations.
Yeah.
Like she was one of these like fitness kind of so they don't really have busts. Yeah, it's like, and then she got herself augmented.
Yes.
Which I always kind of feel bad.
Yeah.
I always kind of feel bad about that, really. Like, what was wrong with this? Like, she had, like, her physique was crazy. Like, she was one of these, like, what was wrong with that? Like, she still looked good.
I can't comment because.
So.
I don't know. Like, I've never been a huge fan of fake boobs.
Right.
I can see they're fake, and if they're fake, it just throws me off. Each shot, it sounds like a firearm on camera. It depends.
Okay, thanks. Share it. How many times have you ever used pay-per-view? How many times have you used pay-per-view to watch these over the years? I mean, I would buy a lot of this stuff, and then they stopped selling it, so I can't buy WrestleMania anymore. So I have WrestleMania 1 to 39 or whatever it was. Was it 39 or 40 you can't buy? So it's like that sucks. You can't own it anymore. So a lot of these things, we used to go to Sean's place for the pay-per-views.
Yep.
And we kind of all split it. We each gave like $10 or something or whatever it was. And, so that's how you do it. Yeah. So did you like did you end up liking this match anyways? It seemed like it was okay. I just didn't care.
It could have been on Raw. I wasn't into it at all. Damian Priest continues to be a guy who they push, and I like him, but I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all.
Mm-hmm.
I want to let me put it to you this way. I want to like Damian Priest more than I like Damian Priest.
Right.
Finn Balor has always been underrated, in my opinion. But now he's stuck with the Judgment Day, and I don't see it going anywhere. So,
yeah,
this was just literally a match. It was a filler match, in my opinion. How it made it into the 5 matches that made the pay-per-view, especially considering what like the Hell in a Cell match was, the main event was, and even the Rhea Liv Morgan match was. I was kind of like, well, it's here.
Yeah. All right. Well, then Triple H came out. We could talk about this. There's the Crown Jewel
belt.
Let's take a look at that.
I don't even know. Like they don't really wear the belts anymore. They don't even call it a belt anymore. It goes around your waist, so I don't know what else it would be. It's got a strap and a.
I mean, it's huge.
Yeah, but how do you wear this? And are you going to wear this? Like, okay, let's say it's Cody versus Gunther. Let's say Gunther wins, just for shits and giggles. Is he wearing that? Like, outside of Saudi Arabia? Is he taking that somewhere? Like, what is this? Is he then the undisputed champion of both brands?
I was really hoping you understood this better, because I was sitting here, I'm like, oh, this looks cool. And then I wrote nothing. I wrote Gunther yells at Goldberg, then Sami Zayn comes in. And it's literally like one line on my notes here. I was like so baffled. I'm like, what is this?
I was because the part where Triple H explains what this is, Gunther came out and started yelling at Goldberg for absolutely no reason. Like,
yeah, so stunned.
If you want to talk about random attacks, that was the most random attack.
They're like $500.
I have no idea. There's J-Man's.
So there's like a Funko Pop. You can see how big it is compared to that.
And like all the wrestlers, J-Man also does not wear his belt around his waist.
Yeah. That's the ladies' belt anyway.
But yeah, I looked at this. I'm like, wait a minute, what is this for? Like, this is the Crown Jewel belt. I'm like, okay, but what is this for? And then Gunther came out and told us that Goldberg was in the audience, which I don't think anyone would have known unless you were there. And then Goldberg got mad finally after he got insulted about 17 times. And then like Sami Zayn came in because someone bought him a plane ticket to Atlanta, and he beat up Gunther and then left. I was completely baffled. Like, I like the idea that, hey, we're going to have a champion versus a champion. They used to be, I think that used to be like Night of the Champions or something like that. But they're going to have the champions fight the champions. Okay, cool. It's not going to be for either belt. Okay, cool. It's going to be for this thing. Okay.
Well, they should bring this belt back.
Why not?
The belt I know is this one.
Like, how does Gunther or Rhodes or Liv Morgan or Nia Jax not win their respective match and then be considered the undisputed male or female champion of the WWE? How is that not possible? Because if you're a champion and you beat the other champion and you get a belt because of that, then you're the undisputed champion of the entire thing.
Yeah. So then why would you get another belt? Like, I don't get it. Or
You
is
get
this
this
going to,
belt. But I'm like, but what are you doing with it? Is this now your belt? Is this the overall championship belt?
yeah, I wasn't sure if they're trying to add, I have no idea what this means.
I don't know. I was like completely stunned. I was like, wait, what are they doing? And I'm just sitting there like, well, wait a minute. They're not doing this fairly. They should have the NXT champion there too, and they should have a 3-way match. Why doesn't the NXT champion also get a chance at the belt?
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, yeah, if a championship belt is on the line and then that person wins the belt at Crown Jewel, they're going to get this one instead of the other one.
Well, I don't. Yeah, that's why I don't understand. I'm like, so is that going to be their belt now, or do they get both belts? And if they get both belts, can they lose it? I guess they can lose this belt if they're still champion at the next Crown Jewel and lose that match, and they have to give that belt to this other person.
But yeah, it sounds like a bunch of nonsense. I have to explain that better. That was just nonsense talk.
If you're not champion for the next Crown Jewel, you automatically give up that belt.
Right.
I assume so. Like I'm. Here's a new belt. Okay.
No, this wasn't. Was it that? This is what the hosts. We're the hosts. It's like, okay, yeah, I know the logo spinning. I remember the logo spinning.
No, the John Cena had the spinner belt.
Mm-hmm. People have taken the belts, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ric Flair took the belt to. He took the belt to WWE.
Yeah. Medusa took the women's belt from WWE and threw in a trash can on WCW.
Yeah, they showed that in the Vince McMahon thing. I don't remember seeing that happen, but I remember because I wasn't watching Nitro. No. But I remember like hearing about that.
Yeah, I remember it too.
The
belt. Yeah, the belt is the belt. I'm just I mean it looks cool, but I'm like, but what are we doing with this thing?
Yeah. All right, then we had Liv. We had Bad Blood, Liv versus Rhea. Like, how's Dom's leg after that? That was kind of crazy. Like, he's hanging off that.
How did he open the door? He wasn't anywhere near the door. So when did he open it?
I don't know.
When did he pick the lock?
I love that he picked the lock. I think that's great.
Picked the lock. And then he sat there. He obviously put that thing around his ankle. And then he decided, like, how do they talk Dominic Mysterio into this shit? They're like, okay, we're going to put you into a shark cage. Okay, we're going to suspend you up in the air. P.S. Owen Hart died while he was in a harness in the shark cage, but still. We're going to put you up in the air. And he was obviously not as high up as Owen was up in the freaking roof. So
he was super high, yeah.
Okay, we're going to suspend you in a shark cage. Okay. And then as a gag, we're going to have you dangling downwards by your leg over the entrance, over the aisleway. Dominic Mysterio is the most game wrestler there is. They just give him anything, and he's like, sure.
They're going to come beat you with a kendo stick.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley is going to beat you with a kendo stick while you dangle in the air. Yeah, okay.
Oh, we forgot to mention the Chelsea Green smelling thing.
Oh, man. Chelsea Green. Now, Chelsea Green didn't have a shower since SmackDown.
I know it does. It's supposed to be like it's so in her now that it still smells like that's just.
I like that Piper Niven stayed.
Yeah, she's like, I'm staying.
I did like that. Like Chelsea got upset, but Chelsea Green, man, what a trooper, man.
She's the best. Yeah. That match was pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. That powerbomb through the table into the dumpster. That was nuts.
That was nuts, man. I was like, that should have been on this pay-per-view.
Yeah, I agree.
And Balor match should have been on the.
Yeah. No, that was insane. But they're trying their best with Michin. I'm like, hey, I like this.
That was good.
I have figured out the problem with Chelsea Green though. Why she's so awkward wrestling.
Why?
It's going to be the stupidest reason you can think of, but it's the only thing I can think of. Her legs are too long.
I thought that too.
Her legs are too long.
I thought that too. Yeah, they're very long. I thought that too. I'm like, it's hard for her to do stuff like yeah.
She can't tuck her legs in and stuff.
Yeah. No. Hey, Joe Dog.
Hey, Joe Dog.
Got both Joes. We got Just Joe and Joe Dog.
This is a Joe stream now.
Yeah.
Well, we got Skeptic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how Dominic Mysterio agrees to this, but my hat's off to him. The guy's game. You can't say he's not game.
I really like Liv Morgan. I've got her autograph. She's one of my favorites. Raquel coming back. Oh, hell yeah. She was awesome. Raquel was awesome.
Well, this is what she's. And Joe, I remember you were against her. I know you were against her persona where she just smiled and everything. And you've made me a believer because I want to defend Raquel. But now I believe you. She's much better as the heel, the dominant monster heel who comes in and she had this long time association with Dakota Kai in NXT where she was basically her bodyguard and her tag team partner, and she was a heel. I know. I get it now. I get now why she's better suited for that because she came in and she just owned. She was way better than she was as a face. Her big smiling face persona is This is the Raquel Rodriguez. I think that's going to be more successful.
She was badass. I liked all this. I like Liv Morgan. I like Rhea Ripley. I basically liked everyone. I liked all four people involved in this entire thing.
Yeah.
Dominic is great. All three ladies are great. Like, I liked all of this. I was into the story of all of that stuff. Like, I can't believe Dominic is in that cage and he falls out of it and he's dangling. I'm like, this is crazy. Like,
I was shocked.
And then they come and beat the crap out of him. Like, okay. And then Liv got the riptide on the outside, or got the riptide on the outside. Yeah. There was some other again, Liv is doing the best she can against some of these larger ladies. Well,
she did the sunset flip power bomb into. I don't remember if it was the barricade, but
barricade
better than Bailey did. She did it far more successfully. She's got that crucifix bomb called the home wrecker. I like that.
Yeah, that is cool too.
But how about the referee telling Rhea, "Hey, you deserve it. It's okay. Go out for a bit and beat up Dominic." I'm like,
what the heck is this?
What referee is this? Is he just afraid of Rhea? Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Rhea.
You can't you can't get involved in this.
Even Corey Graves was like, who is this guy? Like, why is he doing this? He's like, he's not impartial. I'm like, I have to agree with you. This is kind of weird.
That was outrageous.
Like, come on. This is outrageous. This is in the middle of a match.
Yeah, what the heck is going on here? They let her go out and beat him. The thing is that this match is played for goofiness, but then there's some good stuff in it. So it was like a weird kind of I was like, well, this actually was pretty good. I like Liv Morgan. I want her to stay the champ for a little bit.
Yeah.
Her and Dom are funny.
I mean, Rhea Ripley sold that code breaker like a champ. I thought she literally broke her face.
Yeah. Like, Rhea Ripley's awesome. Like, everyone here was awesome. And now it's going to be Raquel and Rhea. That'll be badass.
That will be nice. I'd like to see that. I like Liv as the champ. I don't know who her competition is in Raw. Who's her competition other than Rhea?
I don't know. Well, now it's going to be Rhea and Raquel feuding for a bit. So that'll be a feud.
Yeah.
I know. And Rhea's going to come out and be like, I had it all. And then you have to put your nose in here, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, so I guess Raquel is okay. She was having those allergic reactions, right? Or she had some sort of
weird disease. And I guess she's got it under control now with medication and whatnot. So I guess she's okay.
It's mast cell activation syndrome.
MCAS. Severe allergic reaction.
So what's this? This was February. She shared an update. Oh yeah, look at all that.
Oh shit. Her boyfriend is Braun Strowman. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then let's just get Andrew Garfield right underneath it. Yeah, I mean, I'm very intrigued to see where to go with Raquel and Rhea, R&R. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be a good series of matches.
Yeah. Hey Arkham, how's it going? And Joe Dog is saying he's watching the animated series. Yeah, it's a great series. I like the Raimi movies as well.
Yeah.
Does anyone actually wear the belt while fighting? Yes, sometimes if they get caught, they might have it on.
It's happened rarely, but it's not often.
There are several belts too. There's like the showing belt.
Yep.
And then there's the practical one where they walk around with it, and so it's not as bad.
Yeah,
but they're heavy. They're heavy belts. Like the one I have is the show belt that they would go around and showing, and it's heavy.
Yeah,
it's like you can't really wear it.
But they don't actually even wear the belt around their waist, Skeptic. They usually have it on their shoulders.
A lot of times they have it on their shoulders. Though I've seen people sometimes Liv will wear it or whatever.
Yeah. But it doesn't happen a lot. I usually see it on their shoulder over everything. It was really weird when Roman Reigns had like 48 belts, and Paul Heyman was just covered in belts when he came out.
Yeah, Roman Reigns had so many belts. It was like everyone.
Yeah, he had more belts than he had pants. Okay, that's all he needed.
We had a lot of people come back. We had Cora Jade come back.
Yep.
We had Jimmy. No.
Yeah, Jimmy Uso.
Jimmy came back today. We'll talk about that in a minute. Jimmy came back.
Elwick came back.
Rock came back. Who'd you say?
Raquel. Jimmy.
Raquel, yeah. Rock came back. But this week in general, like a lot of people, it was good to see Cora Jade back. Yeah,
and she came back. She interfered with Julia.
Yeah.
First of all, my feelings on Julia.
Yeah.
So I can't condone Cora Jade interfering in that match. But I was disappointed. I was kind of hoping that Cora Jade would come back and continue her feud with Roxanne as a face.
Yeah, they could have done that.
I like the idea of everyone being against Roxanne. I think she works better in that way. Now she's going to have a companion in Cora Jade, and I'm like, okay. So Stephanie Vakir, I think that's how you pronounce her last name, is going to fight Roxanne, and I guess Julie is fighting Cora Jade.
Yeah. Yeah, Julia is awesome.
Julia is the best, man.
Like,
Julia is the freaking best. I mean, look at her. She's awesome.
Yeah, she was awesome.
And she's great in the ring. Like, she's everything.
I think it is Skeptic. I think that's a replica belt. It just doesn't, obviously, the diamonds in it and all that are fake.
Yeah.
So I looked it up, and apparently females have had their clothes ripped off during matches. I bet Steven
You are completely correct, Skeptic. I do get happy, though that never happens anymore.
Yeah, they don't do that. They don't do that stuff anymore.
No, it's very PG now. Yeah. It's basically the reaction now. If people find out that clothing on women can actually be removed, minds are blown. They just think they have this clothing and it just stays on them. Like forever.
All right, so the final match of the night was Cody and Roman versus the Bloodline, and then all the Bloodline came out, and then the original Bloodline kind of guys came out.
Well, one came out.
One of them, I guess. Yeah, Bad Blood.
Jimmy came out. Because Jay didn't come out and say, well, Jay, I think Jay was there in the suite or whatever. I think he was there. Sammy came out, but not in that match.
Mm-hmm.
It's obvious. Well, how I would book it is the OG Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in War Games. That's how I would book it. But WWE doesn't employ me, and a lot of people probably think rightly so that's fine. But this was a decent match. Roman Reigns really is leaning into his character, and he's proving that character works in either as a heel or a face. And he actually overshadowed Cody for quite a bit as far as the crowd was concerned. The crowd was really chanting for Roman hard.
They did. They really did like him. Yeah, they liked him. They like me. They really, really like me.
They like me. Jacob Fatu is just an insane performer. Like, a man that size being able to be as athletic as he is nuts. Solo Sikoa, man, I want to like Solo Sikoa, but as soon as he brings his thumb out, I'm lost. I'm like, no, I don't buy this Simone Spike. Sorry,
it's not the thumb.
Not the thumb. Like, if he uses his pinky, is that worse or better? Like, I just, when he does the thumb thing, I'm like, no. I'm sorry, guys, no. Yes!
Yeah, I saw that when it was. I saw that when it happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, Sable's been in Playboy, so I mean, she pretty much got her top ripped off.
Yeah, Sable wasn't too worried about it, I'm sure.
No. I think she was just like, again? Okay. Yeah, Sable was very she doesn't like shirts. That's all I can figure out. And
Sable fears clothing.
Yeah, she fears clothing, and all I gotta say is God bless her for that. Yeah, Jacob Fatu is an insane competitor. You notice how Skeptic said I would be happy, J-Man, and not you? You obviously.
No, I wasn't happy at all.
You were upset about that. Yeah, Jacob Fatu is awesome. Solo Sikoa is just there for me. I don't care. Jacob Fatu is the only guy at the Bloodline I'm actually interested in. This was a good match. It went too long for the capabilities of most of the competitors. I mean, if you had Cody versus Jacob Fatu, it could be a longer match. If you add in Solo and Roman, having it that long a match is a little bit problematic in my opinion, because Roman has 3 moves and Solo has 4 moves.
Okay, you do your 3.
Yeah, you do your 3.
Okay, you do your 4. Okay, we're done. Match is over.
Like, they don't really have versatility. Let's just put it that way.
Right.
Cody has a lot more. Jacob Fatu has a lot more. I'd like to see a match between the two of them, to be honest with you. But they're going to play this Bloodline Civil War out like for a long time, I'm assuming, up into WrestleMania.
All right.
But not a bad match. I mean, The Rock came out, raised his eyebrow and left.
Yeah, I know, and they were dying for him.
And they were just like, people were losing their minds. They're like, I loved when he came out and raised his eyebrow.
And counted.
And can I just ask why The Rock can't count properly to 4 with his fingers?
Oh, you know what? So, okay, this actually became a thing. This became a thing with my wife. So I also do weird counting. I didn't know I did weird counting, but now I know I do weird counting. So I would go 1. So if I'm counting up something in my head, like, okay, I have to count like more than 5. Like, I'm going to be more than 5. So if I have to count to like 13, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, right? That's how I count to 13.
Yeah.
If I was going to just count to 3, I actually do 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
I do this.
It's the European thing.
This is the European thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not this. This feels out. This feels.
I mean, the German thing. The
German thing. Whatever. It's a European thing. This feels weird to me. Like 1, 2, 3. That feels weird to me.
Right.
Now, sometimes if I'm just going to say 3, I'll do this. Or sometimes I'll do this as a Randy Macho Man.
Yeah, 3.
Macho Man used to do 3.
Yeah.
3, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
brother, right? So it's like I sometimes I'll do that just to be Macho Man, but you know what I mean? So, but I would go 1, 2. So my wife's like, well, everyone goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The thumb is the 5th one, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she's like, well, if you're going to count to 1, you're just going to do a thumb. I'm like, well, I'm not going to count to 1.
Right.
Like I'm not going to count to 2. If I'm counting to 2, I just get. I don't count on my fingers. Like I'm not going to count to 2.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I would
1,
only
2.
Like I wouldn't count because like 2 is like some of these people say 7, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Yeah. Like you're not gonna go, So I was like, I don't know that it's just I remember it's and Rock did it, so I actually noticed this because my wife and I had this discussion. So he went 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Or what did he do? Like
no, he actually went 1, 2. Then he went 4. He skipped 3.
No, I think his thumb was down.
I swear he went 1, 2, 4. And I went, okay, he skipped 3. Why?
No. Look, I think his fingers. I can't tell on this angle.
So he raised it like this, right? And he went 1, and he went 2, and he went 4. And I went, he skipped 3. I swear he skipped 3. Because I'm like, because he's obviously
okay. Hold on. Someone's got it here. Hold on.
All right.
So what are they saying? Oh, this opens a new page. Hold on a second. Oh, they're not showing it. It's not a video. Damn it.
Rocky,
I can't tell.
Why can't you just do it proper? Why did you have to do it this way? Now we have to debate it.
No, we didn't like John Cena when he was around because we felt that they were pushing him too much. But I like John Cena after he left. I liked him, and now when he comes back, I like him.
I wanted to like John Cena. I just didn't like John Cena.
Yeah, but I didn't hate John Cena.
I felt bad for. Well, it was uncomfortable because John Cena was in a position where he was being pushed as a face. The crowd wasn't accepting him. Usually when that happens, you have to turn him heel. It didn't work. He didn't turn heel. So it was just years of the fans rejecting him louder and louder.
Yeah.
And it was uncomfortable because I'm like, the crowd is not cheering your top baby face. That's not how this works. So.
Yeah, and they didn't want to change. They didn't because John Cena was doing so many of those Make-A-Wish things.
Well, he also didn't want to turn heel.
He didn't want to be a heel, so it's like, all right.
Like he made a joke of it where they said, when are you going to turn heel? And he stuck out his foot.
Yeah.
And he turned it, and he's like, there, I turned heel.
Yeah, I turned my heel. Yeah,
Anyhow.
Let's see where the poll is at.
So what this is in the finger thing notwithstanding, what this is indicative of, in my opinion, is War Games is going to potentially be, this is just me saying this, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
War Games is going to be the New Bloodline versus Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Jimmy Uso, and The Rock.
I mean, the New Bloodline cannot win against that.
You're literally watching just to see how bad the massacre is.
Like, there is zero chance in the universe. Okay, so let's go through what was the matches again? There's my full note. I mean, we knew CM Punk was going to win. We knew Nia Jax was going to win.
Yeah.
I didn't care who won.
But I knew that was going to be the outcome.
But I knew it was going to be Damian anyway. I thought Liv would win.
Yeah, me too.
And we knew Cody and Roman were going to win.
Yep.
Like zero surprises.
No surprises whatsoever for me during this entire thing. I knew The Rock was going to show up because he was already in Atlanta. The one surprise for me was Jimmy came back, but even then, I heard Jimmy was coming back soon, so not that much of a surprise. But if this actually happens, where it's the 4 of them against the new Bloodline, I will be surprised because I'll be like, well, that's just a massacre at this point. You have like the 3 most popular people in the WWE with Rock, Roman, and Cody.
Yeah.
Versus a Bloodline who is
like generic guys.
Borderline. They're not borderline. They're boring.
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu is the only guy in that entire squad who's not boring. You can't possibly have that.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be wrong with this, and I hope I am, because if I'm not, the original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline is kind of interesting.
Maybe The Rock will join the new guys.
Well, that would be interesting. That would be interesting, but I don't foresee that.
Yeah, what if The Rock joins Jacob and
that would be interesting. I don't really see that happening. It would be interesting though.
I mean, if he just joins with Roman, I mean, like Roman, Rock, and Cody, like how they can't lose.
I know it can't be what I said.
Yeah,
it
that's
can't be.
true.
But if it is, then that's insane. But it can't be. I would book it original Bloodline versus new Bloodline. You take Cody out of that match. Give Cody his match that is obviously going to happen, which is a triple threat with Owens and Orton.
Yeah.
Now, at Survivor Series. And do OG. Don't have The Rock come back now. For Survivor Series, why?
Right.
There's no point. Have OG Bloodline versus new Bloodline. That fits. There's 4 original guys. There's 4 new guys. It's for who is the better Bloodline, whatever.
All right, so let's take a look at the poll. We have 17 votes. 41% give it a 5 out of 5, and 41% give it a 4 out of 5. So 82% really liked this one. 12% gave it a 3, and I think 1 person gave it a 2 out of 5.
Fair enough.
You know, the Finn match was a bit. So how many? I like doing math. I like doing math. What a nerd. So Drew, Bailey, Finn, Liv, Cody.
Yeah.
So real easy. Drew was 1 point big time. I'd give like maybe half a point to the Bailey thing and half a point to the Finn. 1 point for Rhea, 1 point for Cody. 4?
Yeah, 4's fine.
How's that?
I'm on the border about Finn and Damien because I didn't care at all, but it wasn't terrible or anything. So yeah, 0.5 is fine.
Yeah, so if we each gave those each a 0.5 and the rest get 1 point, then that's 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Boom. You suck at math. That's okay.
It's okay, skeptic.
That's fine. Yeah, 4. I'd give it a 4. So
yeah,
I end the poll.
4 is fair to me.
Real easy. Just and if there was 10 matches, again, you just give 0 to have. It's either. To me, it's either you enjoyed the match or you didn't enjoy the match. If you kind of did, you give it half a point. And the reason for me is I like Nia and Bailey, and I like this thing with Tiffany, so I gave it half a point for the story, not as much the actual fighting.
Yeah.
Then the fighting was okay, but I didn't care about the story, so that's half. So it's basically I cared about the story and the fighting was good.
Yeah.
That you know what I mean? It's like so. That's where you come up with your ratings for me. I'm not doing my space thing on it because you can't really do that.
But you could.
It's easy. Either you liked it or you didn't like it.
Yeah, we're trying to keep these simple, and I agree.
Right.
I like the story. Just having Tiffany show up in her Tiffany in pink needs to be a standard, white or pink. She is best in white or pink.
Oh, see, like here, see, here's the old Tiffany.
The old Tiffany.
So this is just the going for the. I don't know if she was going for the fitness. Bodybuilding has very many different categories. there's so many different bodybuilding categories. So like, I don't know what this, she was going for like one of these fitness kind of women.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here you go. This was her first show. I don't know what this was for. But yeah, you can see like.
She was not as buxom as she is now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like very muscular. And then now it's this. Like, what happened there?
That seems to have she seems to have hit puberty very quickly.
Yeah. So NXT has a lot of who's right now like I like Roxanne Perez is much better now.
She is. She's such a great heel.
Yeah, I like Roxanne Perez as a heel. She's funny.
She's good as a heel.
Roxanne Perez. Yeah, she needs to be mean.
Yeah. Mean Roxanne is definitely.
They should have Amy Schumer. Yeah, she's good. So what's that stupid fatal? Oh no, it's Fatal Influence, right? Fatal
I hate that.
Influence.
I hate that team. I hate them. If you actually like, if this is supposed to be Toxic Attraction 2.0, not working for me. I love Fallon Henley to death, but get rid of the. Listen, I have a bathrobe that has got the cow spots. I guess Doug Gilmour in the 90s made that popular.
Okay.
And my mom's friend bought it for her for Christmas because she's like, "Oh, Doug Gilmour."
Yeah. Okay.
Doug Gilmour he was a Toronto Maple Leaf like back in the day, 90s.
Yeah.
He had the cow spotted, like the spotted bathrobe because he was doing milk commercials, and you could buy the bathrobe. Well, my mom's friend bought it for her. My mom's like, I don't want this stupid thing. So if she doesn't want something stupid, she gives it to me. So I have it. I still have it. And whenever she comes out and I think of that stupid bathrobe, like, you're a heel. Why are you wearing that? In a team called Fatal Influence. It just doesn't work. Just drop the cowgirl thing, man. I know that was your shtick. You're now a heel. Pull a Bailey. When Bailey turned heel, she got rid of those
tassels and whatnot.
Yeah, those tassels. She got rid of the what do you call it? The Bailey buddy things, the inflatable things. She cut her hair. I'm not saying you have to go to that extreme, but look at Bailey there versus Bailey heel.
Right.
Totally different person. Fallon Henley's dressing like she used to, but now she's like, I'm a heel. That's not how this works.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my God, this is like so different, eh? Like.
Yeah. Oh, she looked way different. But this is the genius of Pamela Martinez, who's.
Oh, did you hear her call her Pamela?
Yeah, Pam.
Oh no!
I was
like,
oh
no.
Shit! Yeah. There goes kayfabe out the window. She's an actual person.
That was funny. Tiffany called her Pam.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
But this is the genius of Bailey. She understands, hey, I'm not the same character. I can't dress the same way. I can't look the same way.
Pam.
Yeah, she called her Pam. I was like, oh, man.
This guy's like, huh? This guy's the best reaction. He's like, wait, what now? Pam.
Jeez,
Pam, who the hell?
What?
Who the F is that?
Who's Pam?
Did you watch?
Yes.
I watch everything. and I watched it all.
Yeah.
There wasn't. Oh no, women's in the '90s. No, the women's got better later with
the revolution of that.
Women's wrestling was horse crap boring for most of my entire life watching wrestling. Then, for me, it really picked up with your Charlottes and your Beckys and all that. Prior to that, it was okay because you had your Trish and Lita and everybody, but you really only had 5 or 6 women that were of any kind of value. So it was just like the same people fighting each other. It wasn't like now where you can have 1 hour of just the women's matches and 1 hour of the men's. NXT is the best of the. The only thing with NXT is I don't care about any of the men, but I like all the women's matches.
Except for Chase U.
The Chase U is still good, yeah.
Is genius.
Yeah, but and now they've got the different style kind of.
Yeah.
It looks a little bit more. They're a bit different. Where's the? They don't have any of the new ones here.
Yeah, it looks a bit different.
It's like a black. Yeah, it's like
red.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool.
I just feel bad for Thea because she got supplanted as my number 1.
Oh, Julia's number 1 now?
Julia's my number 1, man, with a bullet.
Yeah. I still like Cora Jade. I'll have to get some Julia. Yeah, Cora Jade also got herself.
Yeah, she got in she fell down and got a new pair of boobs.
Yeah, what the heck?
She really with Braun Breaker either, eh?
She really didn't need.
She didn't
that.
Need it. She didn't need it.
Like for sure. Like I understand with Tiffany because if you're one of those bodybuilding women, you tend to lose your some of your femininity in the process of it. I'm not saying she did any kind of medications or whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. We're not touching that. But you do lose some of your femininity if you go for those muscular features of the female bodybuilders. But Cora Jade, like she's a 10. Like why did she need she did not need that. In fact, it actually I don't know why she didn't need that at all. Like I don't want to
now.
It's weird. It's just I don't know. Weird subject. What are we talking about? But your trans people in the category. I'm not talking about that on period.
Don't go
that if you talk about stuff like that, you have to mention it in YouTube. And if you don't mention it and then you talk about it, then you're flagged for sure, 100%. So no comment. Yeah, so that's Cora Jade. Julia's pretty good.
Julia's amazing, man.
Oh, it's like Giulia. It's Jiu.
Why am I looking at pictures of a car? Still pictures of a car.
There you go.
My God. Is there a car named Julia?
I don't know. It must be something. Yeah, so this is her more recently.
Yeah, I like her in anything, man. I went back and I started to watch Japanese stuff of her after she debuted. Because I was like, this woman's amazing.
Yeah, she's really cool. She had pretty decent. She's only had a few matches.
Yeah, but it's been hardcore. Like some of the stuff she's done has been like, holy crap.
Right.
Yeah, she's.
That's a good picture of her.
When she came out the first time, I was like, "That's how you make someone look like $1 million in their debut."
Did she come out in the mask? Was that her in that mask?
Yeah,
or what?
Yeah, but that wasn't her first. She just came out. First of all, her theme music is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know, like they've been doing generic theme music for so long, where it's like they all sound the same. This sounds.
Yeah.
She came out with the smoke, and then she just came out and just literally how they just packaged her. It was like $1 million. A sumo. There aren't too many sumos anymore in WWE.
Yeah, they did. They had a sumo match with Earthquake and where was that? Yeah. But Earthquake, this guy John Tenta was in sumo.
Yeah.
I have to finish I have to watch like 10 weeks of sumo tomorrow because it's going to go off of the app I have, and I'm like 10 weeks behind.
No.
Okay. So that's going to be really brutal tomorrow. But anyways,
Super Sumo Day.
It's going to be Sumo Day. I don't even know who won this tournament just now. You can watch sumo right here. Look, there's my. I don't want to get in trouble, but there's my. There it is.
There you
can
go.
Watch all of it. So it's 15 days.
15 days.
Starting from here, and this is in English. 27 minutes a pop. The final day is 29 minutes because there's a ceremony. And you see, I had the bookmark, so I got to it in 2 seconds. I have a bookmark. I click on it. This is when is this going to go off? October 7th. So I have to watch it all tomorrow. I've watched. I think I'm on day 6 and up. I don't want to play the video because I'll get a strike, I think, or I'll get it nailed. But yeah,
J-Man is serious about his sumo.
Yes, I do watch sumo wrestling. I've been watching since 2014. Holy crap!
10 years of sumo wrestling.
That's crazy.
You have been viewing sumo wrestlers for 10 years.
Yeah, it's about 10 seconds, 20 seconds. I saw one that was like a couple of minutes. I was like, holy crap. I was on the edge of my seat. I'm like, oh my God, like what's going to happen? Because sometimes they just get stuck in a hold and you're like, oh my God, they're stuck. And then it's whoever can, and they're just still.
Yeah.
And then one guy moves, you're like, oh shit. And then the other guy tries to counter. Yeah. Like, oh, most matches just end immediately. But here's John Tenta. This is Earthquake.
Man. It's weird seeing him without a beard.
It is weird. Yeah, see, they had a sumo match, him and Yokozuna.
They also had one with Big Show and someone.
Yes, that's right. Sumo World. Now there he is, my God.
John Tenta, man.
He didn't have the top knot. There's a new guy, Ono Sato. So this guy's really good. This guy's a rookie. He's killing it, man. He's killing it. He's doing so good. Oh my God. Yeah, he's doing good. Look at that. He's doing the friggin' E Honda moves here.
Man, the 1,000-hand slap or whatever.
Yeah. All right. How did we go from the ladies of NXT to large Japanese men?
It's Skeptic's fault.
Skeptic, stop it. We had a great thing going here.
We were doing fine. We were looking at beautiful women, and you made us look at large Japanese men for far too long.
Let's go to Lola.
Oh, man. See, she's hit her stride now. She's a face. She was always supposed to be a face if she wants to do this gyrating and shit. She should just be a face.
Yeah.
They
only go to about like 30, mid-30s, and that's it. Once you hit like 40, you're out of sumo.
Yeah.
They just power down, and then they lose the weight and do whatever they got, and then they probably have to have massive surgery because of all the loose skin. But anyways.
Yeah, look at Lola, man. She's so is a face. They said this. They said this in the doc. Like, your best character is just basically an exaggeration of your personality.
Yeah.
And she is obviously built to be a face.
What? No, she doesn't. What are you talking about, Skeptic?
I don't know. Maybe he's looking at some AI stuff. I did not detect any armpit hair at all.
Right there, Skeptic. I know what you're talking about. None.
Skeptic's done it again. Now he's got us looking at Rhea Ripley's armpits.
None. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Skeptic. That's what? No.
He looked up her.
I've seen like every Rhea Ripley. Okay, I have not noticed it. I've seen all the.
Man, he looked up hairy WWE women. Let's not gloss that over.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm sorry. Listen, firstly, the first thing I have to do is give you this. I definitely have to give you a weird. And then I have to give you like what other, like that's, I mean,
do
that's.
the Foo Bar one. You still have it? I
Oh,
suggest.
I have all Food Bar.
I mean, what does that say about me?
I don't know. What does it say?
It says you can shit in my mouth.
No, that's not the one I'm talking about.
You want knowledge?
I suggest you take up a different sport.
I'll give you all of them.
I recommend you try another sport, like knitting.
That's the one.
That's the one. I'll do one more.
Know that we both know that we don't know what we're doing. Knowledge of non-knowledge is power.
If you're looking up hairy WWE women skeptic, I recommend you take up a different sport.
I like knowledge of non-knowledge is power. we know that we both don't know what we're doing. Yeah, knowledge of non-knowledge is
power. Truer words were never said.
Oh my god, that is brutal. I did have this. I was looking through some of my WWE magazines, and I have a few of these, but I've got I have this one. I have this. I have a couple of these.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. Do you have that one?
I don't. I don't have any of the magazines anymore.
I think I had this one. I may have had this one too.
Being a Stephanie McMahon, I remember you were hardcore a Stephanie fan for a while there.
Only if she's a heel.
Yeah, I know.
Like when she was a heel, she was the best.
Generally, she was a heel though.
Yeah, which is why she was the best most of the time.
She was rarely a face.
And it's like super annoying voice and everything. Like,
yeah. Well, she just had that. She just had that like bitch face perfectly figured out.
Oh, I remember getting these. Like there is.
Yeah, I remember these. Actually, I have the Divas, a couple of the Divas magazines still.
I had some of those too. Not this one.
Not these ones. I mean the WWE one.
Yeah, here you go. Oh, I have this one.
Yeah.
And this one.
Yeah.
And this one.
Yeah.
And this one.
Yeah.
And this one.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Did you tell me,
crazy.
like the ladies of the WWE guys?
That is so funny. I had all of those. Yeah, this was great.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, no. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4. I had these 4.
Yeah, I had this Trish one.
I still have them. I still have them right now.
But the one in the middle.
Yeah, I have that one too. This one?
No, to the left. No,
this one. This one. Sorry, to the left. Yeah. Oh, I don't have this one.
I have that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
She did, and it was weird because she wasn't like when she started out. She wasn't like that. It was unusual to see her like that.
Oh, Internet Archive has them.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God! Look how many they have. What's the time? Let's take a look at an old one just for the heck of it.
Okay.
1994?
Sure.
Or 1995. Let's see. Oh my God. With Razor Ramon and all that. And you could download these as PDFs, eh?
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh my God. Hey, what's his name?
Bob Backlund.
Yeah. Oh dear. The Blues brother. Was that the Blues? Yes, Blue, Jacob Blue and Eli Blue. God. In Your House, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob Backlund.
I remember they didn't like him because he was vanilla. Like Vince didn't like him.
Yeah.
Too vanilla for him.
There's Sid.
We'll move over.
Oh dear.
Mr. Backlund goes to Daytona.
So weird. Oh, a night to remember. Vince Russo.
Yeah. Wait a second. Go back. What is King Kong Bundy selling?
Hello, Nate.
What is he selling? Is that condoms? 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 Is that condoms
What is he selling? I can't tell.
Stridex. Supersized Stridex pads. Max, he's selling pads? Oh boy.
Oh, pimple. Oh, it was acne. That's right. I remember. Oh, Stridex. I remember it now. Pimple pads. Yes. Hey, Sean. How's it going?
Wait a second. Why is King Kong Bundy selling Did he have pimples?
That's
Was he a pimply man?
Nate doesn't like this issue. He's giving us the poop.
Oh man.
It was look. It's an older one. It's not that old, but it's. Yeah. Oh my God. There's Alondra Blaze. Yes.
Alondra Blaze.
In Your House. I remember this. Stop it, Sean. You know how Steve is.
Sean, you were hoping it was condoms. That would be even funnier. Why is King Kong Bundy selling condoms? Really?
Why is King Kong Bundy selling pimple pads? If you have zits like me,
glossed over that, and you guys were just focused on the condom thing.
Yeah. Face the Heat. Stridex pads presents. Look at it. Oh my God. Why is Kevin Nash like in like a big
daddy hoop? Yeah, he's got the fanny pack.
Oh my God. Fanny pack alert. This is terrible. This ad paid for by Ted DiBiase. Like, what is the point of this? Paid advertisement.
What?
This ad paid for by Ted DiBiase. Okay, why is that bigger than what the ad is? Of course, I funded it. The Bite, uncensored, is the best publication that has ever hit the World Wrestling Federation. Pick it up, you nickel and dimers. To get a free copy of The Bite, uncensored, send a postcard with your name and address to The Bite Uncensored. What is this? The Bite Uncensored? The Bite Uncensored. WWE. I mean, was it a magazine? WWE magazine? I don't see what it is. I can't tell what it is. The Bite. Oh, I also had this Raw magazine with Sable on it. That popped up. Oh my God, this is hilarious though. Sid Ted DiBiase.
$1 million mistake. What I did on my summer vacation.
Like, who cares what Bret Hart did on his summer vacation? They didn't even get vacations. They were working 7 days. It's like it's all fake.
Yeah. Lex and Bo go for it.
I like how there's an entire magazine on kayfabe, like just to maintain kayfabe. Yeah, Bret Hart. Oh, I practiced my moves. It's like, what are you talking about? You did house shows. Here, what did Shawn Michaels do? I did house shows. Doink the Clown. I did house shows and got injured and became another person. Bam Bam Bigelow. I did house shows. It's like Diesel. I did house shows. It's like, stop it.
We took drugs and got beat up every day.
We took roids and
we took roids and other things, and
oh, there's the Americana pants from Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes,
Diedrich Bader had those. I know Kevin Nash looks. He's supposed to be.
He's probably wondering why he's wearing a fanny pack in WWE magazine.
You're not going to take pictures for the magazine, are you? No, we're not.
No. The big floral shirt or whatever the hell he's wearing. Listen,
Double J.
Is Jeff Jarrett? Oh, okay.
Like, what is Jeff Jarrett doing? Why is he?
What is going on? He's just looking at? Oh, is that Owen Hart?
Yeah. Why is Owen Hart? What is happening?
What is going on? They look like they're like, hey, you want to take a shower together? They're like, yeah. Like, what the hell is going on?
Oh my goodness.
It's the most awkward picture ever.
Oh my goodness, this is terrible. Comma. Yes.
It was
Comma.
like, hey, do you want to keep being Papa Shango? No. Okay, we'll make
No.
it comma.
Yeah.
Why are they comparing him to Rocky?
I like Bret Hart. Like, look at all the fan mail.
Yeah, look at him. He's just reading it. And then there's cartoons for no reason. Cartoons.
Oh, this ad is paid for by Double J Jeff Jarrett.
How many?
Paid.
Like, you could just buy ads and it's just buy. Oh, the bite.
I see. What is this?
Wait a second. Why are two guys Why didn't they just go together on one advertisement and pool their money? Then they would have got paid half and still got an advertisement for the bite.
WWE, the bite.
Double J, man, that is not smart marketing. You could have gone in with Ted DiBiase.
I don't know what the bite is. I don't get it. I can't find any of it anywhere. Oh, number 3 newsletter. I found it. Oh my God. Yeah. Number 3 newsletter by WWF. Yeah. Oh my God. It's like $100. It's literally like a newspaper. It looks like a newspaper print. So it's like, there's like just interviews and stuff. Wow.
Why would they call it the bite?
I don't know, but it's rare because it's just like a newspaper print and it's like $100. So that's it for this one. Oh, that is funny. That is hilarious. 2000s. Look at this. Pretty cool.
Went on for a while, man.
Like 96. January 1996. Let's see. Gold Dust. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, Ahmed Johnson.
Tom Cruise. Tales from
The Turnbuckle. Yeah.
Okay.
Coming up. .com Gold Dust. Oh dear.
Who is that woman?
Shawn Michaels and somebody. I don't know.
And a random blonde. The Body Daughters. Oh God, yeah, it was Sunny.
Yeah. Yeah, the bite was Vince Russo's newsletter. Yeah. They're on eBay, but they're
why is it called the bite, man? Doesn't sound like it has anything to do with wrestling.
Why are you yelling at Sunny? You're going to jail. You're going to go to jail one of these years.
Yeah, she did. Several times. Brett the Writer. Brett the Cowboy. Brett the Hitman. Brett the Painter. Okay.
Video games. Oh, the Rockers.
God. Yeah. In your house.
From CPR. CPR.
Oh, there's Gold Dust again.
Yeah.
There is. What is he wearing?
That's weird. That's terrible.
What is he wearing?
I don't know.
Is that like a safari hat? What the hell is that?
It's like a gold hat.
Okay.
Was that? I couldn't tell who. Yeah, was that a Alundra Blaze? Yeah, I can't remember.
I'll be honest.
Could have been.
It was very weird. Move over, Godzilla.
There comes Bundy.
Is he still selling pads?
Oh, hey, Weird Science. Yeah, this was the TV show, I believe.
Just randomly comes up in WWE. Slammy Awards, remember those?
Yeah. The Slammy Award winning King of Hearts, Owen Hart.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He carried that thing around for like ever.
Yeah, 2 Slammy Awards.
Radford.
Oh dear.
Radford.
Yeah. Oh, there's Bret Hart reading his
Bret's
man.
still reading, eh?
See this right here?
How's he getting all these fan letters every month?
Yeah. See this? That's the exact one he's reading right there. That's the exact one he's reading, guys.
So that one says for kids only. So if I read it, I shouldn't be reading it because I'm not a kid.
I don't know.
This is no video game. This is personal. Karate Fighters.
Oh, Karate Fighters. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this one's only 63 pages. That's it.
Man, you get cheap. You pay the price and you get less. Like, come on.
Oh my god. That is hilarious. All right.
Good old
All right,
days.
Steve. What do you got going? You got anything going on?
Well, I published the ebook for my latest book, Wizards and Demons. I haven't really said anything because I want to get the paperback out. So I formatted it into the paperback, and I found out that it screwed up my formatting that I set up. So now I'm redoing the formatting so I can redo the paperback cover, because now I've increased my pages by about 40 with the new formatting, because how Kindle Direct Publishing works is it moves your text all over the place and then you got to move it back and then it increases your pages. Anyhow, I'm working on that, so I should get the paperback out soon, and then I'll update my website and send out the links and all that.
So okay, I'm looking at it right now.
The ebook is available.
That's the ebook, right?
Yeah.
So is that okay for people to get?
Yeah.
All right. So I just bought the ebook, and then I'm gonna also buy the physical one for this because I like the I like the art, and I like the
art's amazing.
And I like those are the characters that we liked that we did for our magazine, right? So
our frequent buddy could not be reached for further comment did the cover.
Yes,
he did an amazing job.
Use the author. Is the author's link that you gave me? Is that the best thing for you?
Yeah, you can. Is that the website or is it the author's?
It's StephenBallAuthor.com.
Yeah, so if you want to do that, then maybe my offers page off of Amazon right now.
All right, so that's his normal book, his normal thing. Now Amazon, let's go to Amazon.com. I think people like that's probably better for people, right?
Yep.
So it's only like $1. The one that you just published, is that right? Yep. I guess so.
Yep. I don't want people to say, "Oh, it's too expensive."
All right, Stephen Ball. Okay, so let me see. I go to click on your name. And then, okay, so here's the author's page. So this is the .com author's page for Steve. So say Steve, Amazon.com page. So guys, Steve's latest book, it's called Wizards. I just had it up. Wizards and Demons. That's right. It's like $2. You should just get it because Steven and I and Sean used to do a magazine called Into the Void.
Yeah.
And we published actual books, but you cannot buy these anywhere. You can only buy them. And as of right now, you can only buy them from me. And I'm not shipping them anywhere. And I only have a very few copies left of number one. We published like 7 issues or something.
Yeah.
But Steve has taken all of those. So Steve wrote a story, I wrote a story, Sean wrote a story, and that's how we did it every month. So all of Steven's stories plus new stories are going to be in this book right now. The Kindle's only $2, so there's no excuse to not grab that. And for the physical book, when it comes out, I would suggest getting that because these were really cool. It's 2 different characters. You'll learn about them. So they're 2 different characters. So half the stories are one guy and half the stories are the other guy.
Yeah.
So you should for sure get those. My stories, all of them are published within 2 books. One is Mourn the Scavenger, and the other one is Antler Asylum and Other Stories. And I also have the Tea Merchant, which is a different character. So all my stories there. Sean is, I think, still working on his stories. So it's the only way you're ever going to get these unless you happen to be at a convention that Sean and I or Steven and I were selling the books to you directly. Otherwise, you're not going to get them. And actually, I think I might have. Let me see. I might have some right here. I do have some. I can, so like, this was Sean's character.
Harbin Singh.
This is one of Steve's covers.
Yep.
For his character. So it's the guy it's the guy with it's the magician. That was my guy. And I actually used this same cover.
Yep.
Or this same cover, but see, it's thin. It's like a comic book, but mine is if you buy mine, it's the full thing. And then I had this character, but this character appears in Antler Asylum, not his own book, because he didn't have enough stories. And then the last one was this. Steve introduced a new character. This character and his wizard character are both in that Wizards and Demons book that I just put the link on. So I think those are really awesome stories. And if you like comics and stuff, it's totally up. Like if you like the same stuff that we're talking about here, you'll like it because it's exactly the kind of stuff that we're talking about. So it's like all this kind of comic book geeky stuff. It's all that stuff that we like. So the Kindle book is on right now. It's on Kindle for $2. I just got it. I just bought it. I didn't know Steve published it. I just bought it now. It's already on my phone. I have a one-click thing set up for ebooks where it just immediately it's like it downloads right to your phone. So just get that for now if you want to read it, and then get the physical book when it comes out because it's going to be worth it. The cover Kindle's good, but you can't get the cover properly.
Yeah. Could
not be reached for further comment. Worked really hard on this cover. He also did a cover for my next book, which is happening sometime before I die. Or there's enough notes that when I die, one of my nephews will take it and then publish it. Posts, what is it? Yeah, but no, it's like, yeah, anyways. It's like, there's a term for it. I can't remember what it's called. Like Beethoven has a new record, it's like new thing coming out. It's like
posthumous.
No, it's posthumous, yeah. So there you go, yeah. Anyways, you guys should grab that. Okay, tomorrow, Sean and I, we're gonna be talking Legion, man. It's episode 60 tomorrow, which means Sean and I have done 180 plus appearances of the Legion of Superheroes. That's tomorrow night. Tuesday night, Dazzler the movie. This was actually very good and quite it's a very strong book. It's very well written. It's not superheroes, but it's good. Friday's fantastic Fridays. We only have 2 episodes left, and then we get to Earth's Mightiest Fridays with the Avengers. And Super God Master Force is coming soon, so make sure you're there for that. Thank you to all of the Legionnaires. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to everybody who commented and shared and liked and participated in the poll. We appreciate you guys. That's it. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Until next time.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.